There are 40 corrupted eggs within the Dreaming City. Today, I'm going to show you exactly where to find every last one of them. If you're watching this video, it's assumed you already have the Wish Ender bow to destroy the eggs. If not, there's plenty of guides on YouTube for how to get the bow. I'll be breaking down this video by activity, and there will be timestamps in the description if you're hunting certain eggs. There are 9 taken eggs in the Dreaming City Patrol, 5 in the Last Wish raid, 2 in the Corrupted Strike, 9 in the Shattered Throne dungeon, and the remaining 15 available through the weekly Ascendant challenges. If you just want to see the reward for destroying every egg, skip to the time shown on the screen now. The first 9 eggs we'll be hunting down are in the Dreaming City Patrol, available anytime. The very first egg is right in front of you when you spawn in. Just turn left and there it is. The next 3 eggs are located in the Spine of Keres. To get there, find the archway near the cliffside in the Devalian Mist and just follow the path until you get to the giant blue crystals. Head left and follow the path I take until arriving at the 3rd bridge, this one being right before a crystal archway. Look down to your left and there the egg is. Continuing on the path from the egg you just shot, drop down off the next bridge and walk through the keyhole-shaped doorway and jump up on top of these rocks. You should see this egg sitting to the left of the bridge. After shooting it, you don't even need to move to find the next one. Just look up and the egg will be resting on top of this building. Next up is the Gardens of Asilla. Travel to the Strand as if you were heading to where Petra was in the very first week, but make a right once you exit the doorway. Travel up this path and it will lead you right to the gardens. Once here, look to your right at the waterfall, and this will be hard to see, but if you shoot just at the very top of the water, you'll hit the egg hidden there. Then travel a little bit further from the egg you just shot, and sitting on the side of the rock formation will be your corrupted egg. Now for the final 3 patrol eggs, you'll want to head to Harbinger's Seclude. To get here, head to Rhea Silvia at the top of the map. Once in this room, keep right and make your way over to the statue. When standing in front of it, look up and you'll just be able to see a sliver of the egg hidden within the wall. Head straight to the next room where the giant statue and the week 4 Ascendant challenge is, and behind a floating rock next to the statue will be the egg. Now for the final egg, you'll want to backtrack to the room we started in. Head left towards the crystal archway and the cliff, jump off of it and you'll land down next to a statue. Crouch to the edge and look just above this tree to see your last egg. The next 2 eggs can be found within the new Forsaken strike, the Corrupted. These are also available to get anytime. Simply just start up the strike from the Dreaming City map. The first one can be seen falling from a window after starting the elevator sequence in the beginning of the mission. Once you activate the elevator, keep an eye out for the giant windows that you'll be passing on your way down. Once the elevator stops, shortly after the shielded mini-bosses spawn in, is around the time when the egg will begin falling out of the window. This one can be a bit tricky to hit in midair, so watch it closely because if it does land, it has a tendency to bounce off the platform and fall into the abyss below. If it does, you might have to restart the strike. The second egg is located at the beginning of the giant drop-down section a little later on in the strike. Instead of jumping all the way to the bottom and landing in the portal, jump forward to this ledge and you'll be able to look down and see the egg sitting there on a rock. You do not need to jump next to the egg like I did. You can simply shoot it from here. These following 5 eggs are the last ones that are available at any time, and they can be found in the Last Wish raid. The first thing you need to do is load up the Last Wish raid and make your way to the Wall of Wishes. For those that haven't explored this, you'll want to head left from the first encounter room and follow the short little jumping puzzle that I'm running in the video. Once at the Wall of Wishes, you have to enter the following on-screen pattern known as Wish 14. This wish unlocks all of the eggs within the raid, and they won't disappear providing you don't abandon the session. Huge thank you to Reddit user Rainbow and everyone who contributed to Idle Animation's Last Wish page for allowing me to use their graphics. They are extremely handy and allow me to provide a clean, clear example of the pattern of symbols for each wish. Extremely generous of Rainbow, thank you very much, man. Entering in this code and stepping on the plate after you do will spawn the eggs. You'll only need to do this once unless you are going to use the teleport method. The first egg is located in the first encounter. After entering in Wish 14, you can return to Kali, and you'll need to jump on top of this little ledge next to the symbol. It's kind of hard to explain how I positioned myself, so you'll have to refer to the footage for this one. There is a small cave above the first encounter that you can sneak into to find the egg. The second egg is at the beginning of the second encounter, Shirochi. Turning around from the direction you spawn, face the bridge and you'll see a giant rock formation that you can scale. The egg will be hiding in a little crevice on the side of the rock formation. The third egg is in the Morgeth encounter. Upon spawning, head left and climb up these rocks in the corner. Leap to the roof of this temple structure and jump to this mossy area over here. In front of you and up a little, to the right of this tree will be the egg you'll need to shoot. The next one you cannot obtain until after beating Morgeth. Once you beat him, head the usual route, and once you get to this big open area with a large staircase in front of you, turn left and head down onto the little platform next to the abyss. Looking towards the center of the area, you'll see the egg between this crack in the wall. The final egg you need to shoot is in the vault encounter. Again, kind of difficult to explain, but basically you want to jump on top of the main globe, then jump to the rings of a smaller hanging globe, and use that to jump up onto the roof here. Move around until you see the bottom of the egg, which means you have a clear shot. Now for the 9 eggs located in the Shattered Throne. Keep in mind, this activity only comes around on the strongest curse week, which is every 3rd week of the cycle. This video went live on October 30th, which means the next time the Shattered Throne is available is November 6th. I'll have dates accompanying each activity in the description along with those timestamps so that you know when they'll be available. The very first egg will be visible as soon as you approach the very first temple. It's the one with a bird diving down as the symbol on the wall. The symbols shown in the wall never change, so these are the ones I'll be using to guide you to the locations. Once inside the temple facing the bird, turn left and head outside. As soon as you get outside, turn left and climb up this tree and rock wall. Up here will be the first corrupted egg you'll need to shoot. The next egg is up on a ledge to your right when facing the bull snake symbol in the binary shrine. Look up to your right where my friend is standing, and this is where the egg will be. In the next section, you'll need to climb a few staircases and you'll reach this giant door that leads to a broken bridge with a lot of snipers on both sides of the room. Before entering, head left and you'll see some rock platforms you can scale. Once you reach the top, the door up here will open revealing a chest. But if you continue forward along the ledges, you'll see your next corrupted egg. After successfully making it through the thrallway, you'll want to drop down and head to this outside area. To your right will be a giant temple with a huge set of stairs in front of it, and between that building and you will be a few taken phalanxes and some taken boopers on the wall. Scale the ledges here, making sure you don't get knocked off, and here is your next egg. Right after this egg, you'll want to clear out all the phalanxes on the stairs, and before you enter the building, look right and you can spot the egg glowing in the dark pretty easily. To get to the next egg, you'll need to beat the ogre encounter. After doing so, you'll arrive at the Queen's Wrath statue. Right beside it will be your next corrupted egg. Immediately after the statue and before jumping down, head to the right around the outside of this building and you'll see the next egg just chilling there. After taking the first gravity lift, look up, and when you land, you'll see the glowing egg on a ledge above you. The 9th and final egg is directly after the giant booping wall. Head past it to find your final egg. Alright, the final 15 eggs are available through the weekly Ascendant challenges. Every week a new challenge is live and they follow the same order every rotation. Week 1 is the first Ascendant challenge, then week 2 is the second, third, fourth, fifth, and then when we get to the 6th Ascendant challenge, the next week it rotates back to the first challenge. This video went live on the week of the 3rd Ascendant challenge, so that means November 6th is when the 4th one goes live. Again, all the dates will be in the description. The Week 1 Ascendant Challenge, or Arborea, has 3 taken eggs in it, and can be found in the Aphelions Rest Lost sector. I'll keep the footage of how to get to each challenge in the video in case anyone is unsure of where each one is located. We'll use the main statue inside of the Ascendant Challenge as a reference point. Facing the statue, head right and follow the winding pathway until you see the glowing egg in the distance. Facing the statue again, this time head left until you reach a staircase, walk down it and you'll see the egg over to your right. The final egg is to the right of the statue again, except instead of following the winding pathway, jump to the platform with the dead tree on it and there's an egg sitting behind this structure. The Week 2 Ascendant Challenge Forfeit Shrine has 2 taken eggs and can be found in the Gardens of Asilla. In this challenge, I'll be using the exit portal as the reference point, which pops up once you beat the challenge. Head right next to the portal up the incline and look over the edge to the right. There's your first egg. For the second egg, face the portal and make a hard right to go along this straight pathway past a few pairs of columns. Look down and to the left to see it. The Week 3 Ascendant Challenge, Shattered Ruins, is located in the Spine of Caries, out at the edge of the map past the Oracle Engine building. This challenge has 2 very easy eggs within it. All you need to do is work your way to the top of the challenge, kill the boss, and after all of the enemies despawn, you should be clear to get the eggs. The first egg is visible right above the exit portal. Look up through the ceiling to shoot it. The next egg is just nearby. All you have to do is look over the edge of the platform here. If you don't see it right away, just walk along the edge of the entire area up here looking down and you'll find it very quickly. The Week 4 Ascendant Challenge Keep of Honed Edges has 2 taken eggs in it and can be found in Harbinger's Seclude above the statue's head. You'll need to climb up the Ascendant platforms to get to the portal. I made a bit of a mistake when recording this video initially because I thought the layout of the challenge never changed. Well, it certainly changes a lot and it has a few different variations. The first egg in the video can be easily obtained through my directions, but the second one might be hard to get. My advice for the second egg is to try and locate floating platforms around the area that look like they lead somewhere, and disappear when you step on them. Keep heading in the direction of those platforms and it should lead you to a giant rock, which is what you need to climb to get to the second egg. You'll want to jump onto this piece of cover facing towards the spark of light below the stairs. You'll be able to see the faint glow of it by standing up here, and when you're facing it, jump to the temple roof right in front of you. If you're having trouble making it, put on stompies if you're a hunter, and try using the high lift if you're a titan. Warlocks and titans should be pretty fine making this jump, it's not that difficult. Once you get up to the top, face the same way you were heading to get up here, and straight ahead will be a faint glow in the distance. You should be able to drop the sword and quickly snipe the egg with the Wish Ender bow. I'm not sure how long the sword lasts on the ground, so don't leave it there for too long just in case it despawns. The next egg is a bit tricky to explain. Position yourself between the main temple area where the knights were, facing the exit portal with the curved staircase right in front of you. Jump to that staircase, turn right, and jump out to these floating platforms. Be very careful not to get hit by the floating debris or you will have to start all over. Once you make it to this floating temple platform, look back and you should see the main area with two platforms extending out to either side of the main area. If you are able to see both of these platforms, you are in the right spot. Turn back around and between the two pillars you'll see a floating rock. Face just left of that rock between the next set of pillars, and with the exit portal just on the left side of your screen, jump in the direction I do and sword fly by spamming the light attack button. You do not need any special exotics or anything to sword fly with the Sword of Crota. Any class can do it just fine. Just keep spamming the light attack over and over and heading straight to this rock formation. Once you land safely, jump up and around the rock to the left, and your goal is to get to the back side of the rock. Around back is the second and final corrupted egg in this Ascendant challenge. The Week 5 Ascendant Challenge Agonarch Abyss has 3 eggs, and is located in the Bay of Drowned Witches Lost sector directly behind the fast travel point. Once inside the Ascendant Plane Agonarch Abyss, head forward until you reach Toland, aka the Spark of Light. Look in the direction that the spark leaves. The egg will be up and to your right, partially covered by a rock. The second egg is right after you land on the long walkway with a tree on it. The egg will be very hard to miss, as it's pretty much in the direction that you need to go to get to the end of the challenge. It's resting on top of a statue to the right of the ring platform you need to jump on. The final egg is above the boss area of the challenge. The egg is just chilling there on the roof of the boss arena, and sniping it with the Wish Ender bow will grant you the lore entry for destroying all corrupted eggs within the Bay of Drowned Wishes. The Week 6 Ascendant Challenge Cimmerian Garrison has 3 eggs, and is located in the Chamber of Starlight Lost sector within Rhea Silvia. Once you enter the portal, adjust yourself so that you are facing the path with the enemies up ahead of you, walk over to the right onto the staircase, and if you look down over the edge, you'll see the first taken egg sitting there. Be quick about shooting this one because the knights will slowly be walking up behind you on the staircase that you're standing on. The next egg can be seen once you pass a bunch of spawning Shadow Thrall. When you approach this winding pathway with a tree on a floating island to your right, look up beneath the floating structures in front of you to see the second taken egg. The final corrupted egg within the Ascendant Challenge is at the very end of the mission. Once you pass the jumping section where you need to jump across these spinning rocks and land on the final platform, head left avoiding the enemies, and behind where the knight spawns, you'll be able to see the last egg and a ledge beneath you. You do not need to drop down to shoot the egg, so if you're trying to complete the challenge, do not fall down here because there is no way to get back up. So what do you get for destroying all of the taken eggs? Well, it's a taken sparrow called Harbinger's Echo. Looks pretty cool, I have to admit, but I'm not really crazy about sparrows myself. I'm more into the weapons and armor, but it looks badass and will go great with your Whisper of the Worm and the Thousand-Winged Ship if you're really into the Taken aesthetic. It wouldn't surprise me much if a Taken ghost is down the road somewhere. The reason why you don't see any footage of it dropping for me is because at the time of this recording, the sparrow is actually bugged for a lot of people. It's supposed to drop when you destroy your last egg, and for some it has, but I was not one of the lucky ones, so that's why I'm previewing it in the Season 4 Sparrow category under Collections. Bungie is currently investigating, so expect a fix for this soon, and if you're worrying about having to shoot all of the eggs over again, don't be. It's not going to be like the Ascendant chest bug, because once the eggs are gone, they're gone forever. So there's no way to repeat this. They'll most likely just unlock this sparrow in the collections for those of us who have completed the corrupted omelet triumph. If you've gotten all the eggs and are waiting for the sparrow, just hang in there. Hopefully this guide was useful. It took forever to put together, and I'm just happy I can finally get it out there for you all to see. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.